What's going on, guys? Rob A here, and today we're going to be taking a look at LEGO Marvel Superheroes set number 76039, Ant-Man Final Battle. The set has 183 pieces and retails for about 20 bucks. And it looks like it has 3 minifigures, I'm guessing. It's got Yellow Jacket, it's got Hank Pym, and Ant-Man. Obviously, some of you may already know this, most of you may already know this. This is from the new Ant-Man movie coming out, and of course this is the final battle. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, I don't really care, but we do have some cool elements going on here. Obviously the set is pretty simple. You get a giant ant, which is pretty neat. It's not really giant, these guys are probably small, but you also get some really cool bigified Lego bricks, which I think is awesome looking. So it's Lego bricks made out of Lego bricks. Actually, this one looks like a keychain, and that is just super cool. You get some of the little recolored ants from the Indiana Jones series. You get some screws, and yeah, that's basically it. You're mostly buying this set for the minifigures, I'd imagine, but the ant is a welcome addition. You get these cool wings, and I'm really excited to see how those are made out. You can see the background of the back here is a nice little, looks like a bedroom, a kid's bedroom probably. We got a baseball up in the back here, some wood flooring, paper clips, and an eraser. So really, really neat. I like the overall idea of the set, and it looks like a fun little set anyway. So I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to put this together, and we're going to check it out right now. Okay guys, here is the Ant-Man Final Battle set, and as we always do, we're going to take a look at the minifigures first. So, first up, let's check out the original Ant-Man Hank Pym himself. And very lovely printing on this minifig. And wait till you see these helmets, man. These are awesome. There is the back printing as well. So we'll remove the helmet. We'll check out the head first. Here is, it looks like it might be a reused Gandalf head. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll check out the back there. Not entirely sure. Like I said, I think it's a reused Gandalf, but I could be incorrect. Might be a Magneto, might be a lot of things. It's just an old man head. They also include a black head. It doesn't say what it's for in the instructions, but I believe it's to swap out the head here just to make this an empty suit. So, I think. But check out this helmet. And the helmets are both the same, just different colors. But this helmet is actually molded in black plastic with clear red plastic molded into it as well. Super, super cool, really sharp. You can't really see it too well on the black empty mask, or empty suit kind of look, but if we pop this off here, and you'll see it again with Scott Lang over there, but we'll just do Hank Pym. Pop the head on there. You can see his eyes and everything through the mask, and it's so awesome. I really, really like that use of clear plastic. Fantastic job by LEGO with that on the sides as well. Super, super cool. So that is the original Ant-Man. We're just going to pop him right off to the side here. Here is the new Ant-Man, Scott Lang. Paul Rudd, whatever you want to call him, in his updated suit, which has the same kind of lines as the other Avengers suits, so that works out really well. You see the back printing there. Really, really nice job again on the helmet. And we can pop this off and you can see a very nice kind of, you know, unassuming Paul Rudd head there, and then a kind of confused look on the other side. And a better look at the mask itself. Here, we'll just give you guys a close-up view. Come on, buddy. Here we go. I'll just turn this around so you guys can see the mask. Really, really nice job. I'm very, very fond of it. last but certainly not least for the minifigs is Yellow Jacket with another really, really cool helmet. So he's got the same deal. So here's Yellow Jacket in all of his glory. You can see he's got kind of the same, sort of more, you know, the MCU kind of movies pattern on here. You can see the yellow is kind of representing, you know, like bee legs or something like that, and just really nice design overall. He's got this huge backpack, which does make it very difficult for him to stand up straight, but we'll check that out in just a second. I just want you to see this helmet again. Clear yellow used with gray. Very, very nice. Whoop. Really, really cool design elements here with the silver. Some of this I believe might be printed as well, but a lot of this is just separate molding. They're really getting a lot into the separate molding, and I think it looks fantastic. So there's his head underneath. No double printing on him, but here we go. I'm just going to show you the back of the minifigure. There is the back side. And here is the backpack here. You got these little kind of maneuverable wings. You got these little arms that have the stud shooters. You got one on either side. And like I said, it's really, really big. He has a very hard time standing upright, so you have to kind of hunch him over to really get him to stand up. But it does work. He'd probably be better off, you know, in sets like this, I'm starting to wish that LEGO would include the minifigure stands, like in the collectible minifigure series, so that you pretty much have one for every minifigure you own, which would be fantastic, in my opinion. So there is Yellow Jacket, and those are your minifigures, unless you want to count the ants, which are the same ants that you get in the Indiana Jones sets, just in a blue color. Very nice little ants. And those are representing the smaller versions of this guy over here, which we'll get into momentarily. You do also get a super jumper. I'll just show you this very quickly. There's not really an action element that, you know, like most of these sets that come with the super jumpers have like a, here, fling this at this so it explodes. This doesn't really have anything. Just, you know, you just make your superhero jump, and then you could spend the rest of the afternoon trying to dislodge him from the jumper plate. They need to loosen those up just a smidge. That's alright, you get one of those, and that's cool. So, the bulk of the set here, you get these large Lego bricks, which are awesome, as you can see. Really, really fun. And you get smaller versions of them as well. So you get this guy and this guy. Very, very cool. So you get the smaller bricks, you get the smaller ants, and you get, you know, Ant-Man and the like, so that you can, you know, actually play out them shrinking down to the, you know, the smaller size where you have the larger elements and larger ants. I will say this, I really, really would have liked to see a micro figure printed up like Ant-Man in the set, you know, very similar to what they did for the Helicarrier. I think that would have been perfect for this set. I think it's really screaming to be added into this set, but, you know, we didn't get it. Hopefully they'll include a micro figure Ant-Man, like in, you know, an Avengers set down the line somewhere, you know, maybe in the next Avengers movie sets. But anyway, so you get these little Lego bricks. They're on this little platform, and this one is used as a catapult of sorts. You get a couple of these gray screws, you can see, and you just get your screw in there, and then you can kind of do that. There you go, a little bit better. It's a little bit weird. They used one of the black Technic pins to actually do this. I think one of the gray ones would have been better, because, you know, you get a lot more smooth motion out of that. But this one does add a little bit of resistance, so you don't get quite as much distance. Although I'm not hitting it that hard because I am, in a small confined space. I don't want it to go flying off into the cosmos somewhere. But you do get those lovely Lego bricks and those big screws, which are really cool. And of course, last but certainly not least, you get this big old ant. It's actually really nicely done. The legs are not posable. You can twist them around if you so desire, and that poses them a little bit. But they're really not posable for the most part, but he stands up just fine, as you can see. He does have a posable head on a ball joint. Or I should say she, because obviously he's a winged ant, so it's probably a queen, or something like that. But we've got posable mandibles. Very cool. There are eyes in there. They're very small, just like ants' eyes are pretty small. And we have a posable thorax, as well as these lovely wings. As you can see, there's really nice soft plastic wings that are held. The way that they're held in by these little pieces actually make them really sturdy, really strong. You can bend them and they'll bounce right back, so it looks really cool. And they're on the big ball joints, so you can kind of put them out however you like. Like, seriously, it's better than any of the Chima sets. But that is, of course, just my opinion. You can have, there's a little empty spot here. You can have Ant-Man, of course, riding on the ant in its back somehow. But or you can sit him up there on the front. But either way, really cool little set here. You can kind of have them like that, whatever you want. Super posable. Except for, again, for the legs. But the legs are actually attached in a really interesting way. So overall, it was an interesting build. It was a very quick build. Didn't take long at all. But really, like I said before, you are really going after this set for the minifigures. And the minifigures are where it's at. I mean, you get both Ant-Mans. You get the Paul Rudd and the, the Douglas Ant-Man. And they both look really cool, and they're both awesome to add to your collection. Yellow Jacket is super cool. Again, he desperately needs a minifigure stand, but maybe I can rustle one up for him somewhere around here. But other than that, very cool set. Definitely worth it for the price point. I was almost more excited about these big Lego bricks than for the minifigures itself. But the minifigures are awesome. And I'm so happy to add them to my Marvel superhero collection. So I think you will be too. It's only $20, not bad at all. Take a look. They should be arriving in stores now or very soon, if not. So yeah, that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. We've got more Lego superheroes coming up real soon, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, why don't you check out my channel? Maybe you'll find something you didn't know you loved. And anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.